Well, today the dashboard of my vehicle looks a bit different from what you guys usually see in my videos. This is a brand new GMC cargo van with like double doors. This morning it only had 60 kilometers on the odometer, so it's like brand spanking new. You know, like electric windows, auto transmission. The only thing I don't see is what I'm used to. It does not have cruise control, but it has auto lights. You know, like it's pretty loaded. You know, like all bells and whistles. But the mirrors, Jesus, these mirrors, they drive me crazy. You know, they're not. You cannot adjust them from inside the cab. You have basically tap on one side, and I did this one, but the one on the other side, I don't know. Like. It's pretty difficult. And today's the topic of my video is, like, you know how I feel about most freight brokers, even though there are a couple of nice freight brokers, but most of them are in Alberta. Okay, there's one guy in Alberta, like who's a decent freight broker, but I'm in Ontario, right? But the other profession that I'm sometimes not too happy with is mechanics, specifically heavy truck mechanics. Now what you see in the back there on this kit is the differentials from my truck, heavy truck, 2004 International, and these are Meritor. You know, this is just regular 40,000 differentials, right? So I take it to the guy, to a gear. I rent a van, right? I take it to the gear shop because that guy just doesn't want to deal with taking the differentials out, putting them back in. He only plays with the gears, or at least that's what he says, right? So I drop off the differentials and I say that I want to change the axle ratio from 358 to 373. I come back. I dropped them off this morning at just before 10, and they were ready. Both of them were ready at 2. And he took a break, and now they're 373. That's what he says. So I see they're freshly painted, right? And of course there's always, when they open them up, they always find bad bearings. So you're told that you need to replace that, otherwise your truck will explode. So you have to replace some bearings inside. And so the total cost is, I'm giving a good deal, Sergie, you know, you understand, right? So the good deal was $1,800, 1800. That's just for this part, for this work. Now these guys over there that are gonna unload me now, they're gonna put that back in. That's another 6 hours of labor at 120 bucks an hour. And plus, of course, I need oil, right? Because there's no oil here. Now, synthetic is what, 300 bucks, but maybe I'll just use regular, like, you know, special oil. We'll see. But I mean, I think that's the best racket after being a freight broker. The best racket is being a mechanic. You know, you paint something and you. No, of course, I'm just kidding. Like, actually, I know these guys. You know, like. But some shops, you know, like, you cannot trust. Like these guys, I already used like 3 times before, so I'm just pulling a chain. I know what they did, and these guys are really good. But I mean, what I'm trying to say is that sometimes you can run into, you know, mechanics that will replace stuff that don't need to be replaced, you know, and your bill will run up to, like, you know, thousands of dollars. So we all know those horror stories, especially on a big truck, like heavy truck. Everything is extremely super expensive, you know, like. It's rarely that you can do something for 100 bucks. You know, it's usually it's like, oh, 500. Oh, okay, it's another 1,000. Just like my clutch, right? It was 2,000. No, this is 1,800 plus 6 hours times 120. You know, so you do the math. So it's like plus the oil. That's a good business to get into. You know, mechanic. Just rent some shop, hire a couple of, you know, guys. That just went through some licensing course, you know. You need 3 guys. Like these guys, they have 3 guys. There's like a father, a son, and like a nephew probably, or something. Like 3 guys. So 10 to 2, what is that? 4 hours, 1,800 bucks. Well, I like that. I mean, from the business standpoint, you know. That's kind of like what we all want to make, right? Okay, let's go see if these guys are gonna, if they're ready to unload me. My truck is inside. Oh, I'm gonna show you. Yeah, that's what my truck looks like. You see they've taken out, you know, those covers on wheels, the seals. They were. Oh, this is the thing, right? See this long bar? That's what's inside. And so they took the front part of this big thing, and over there, so that's where all these gears and bearings are located. That's where the oil sits.